Dear students, today we are going to study what are the features of income tax plus one commerce portion. What are the features of income tax? Already we studied the term direct tax, indirect tax, difference between direct tax and indirect taxes in the previous classes. Now I want to explain about what are the features. What are the features of income tax? We all know income tax is a direct tax. Income tax is a direct tax. It is calculated from the income of a person. The person includes the artificial person also. Artificial persons are partnership, joint stock company, Hindu undivided family. These are all considered as an artificial person. The income earned by an individual, the income earned by the partnership firm, the income earned by the company, the income earned by the Hindu undivided family, the income earned by the association persons are liable to pay tax. It is a direct tax. Once again I explain, income tax is a direct tax. Income of a person is liable to pay the tax to the state. The person includes the artificial person also. Artificial persons are partnership, joint stock company, Hindu undivided family, association of persons, local authorities. These are all comes under the categories of a person. So the person who earned income are eligible to pay the is liable, not eligible, liable to pay the tax. So income tax is a direct tax. Then what are the features we studied here in our textbook? 10 points are given. It is a 5-mark question, so you study 10 points. The examination point of view, you have to write only, you will answer only the 5 points, but you will study the 10 points one by one. Point number 1, the income tax is levied as per constitution. Income tax is levied as per Constitution of India. We all know our government is formed, our Indian government is formed as per the constitution. The constitutions are as per the constitution, the central government, state government and all the administrations are done through the constitution. Income tax is levied as per constitution. Then income tax is levied by virtue entry number 82, list number 1. It is a union list. That's union list. The central government and state government is having different list, but the income tax list 1 is explained in union list number 1 explains about income tax. Then 7th scheduled 7. Then article 246 of our constitution, of our Indian constitution, has the power to levy the income tax. Once again, you try to write these points one by one, very, very important. Income tax is levied as per constitution by virtue entry 82, list number 1 of the union list, scheduled 7, article 246 of our constitution is levied to collect income tax. All the details about the income tax is given in our constitution itself. Point number 1. Income tax is levied as per constitution. Income tax is levied in India by virtue entry 82, list number 1, scheduled 7, article 246 of our constitution. is applicable to levy the income tax. Then point number 2, it is levied by central government. Income tax is levied by central government. Then income tax is charged by central government on all income and other than agricultural income. It is the income tax. Income tax is charged by central government. Income tax is charged by the central government. All the incomes other than agricultural income. All the income other than agricultural income is liable to pay the tax. Income tax is charged by the central government. All the incomes other than agricultural income is liable to pay tax. But the state government has some power. State government has the power to charge, charge income tax in agricultural income also. This is explained in entry number 46 of the state list. Point number 2. Point number 1 already I explained. Income tax is levied as per constitution. Point number 1. Income tax is levied as per constitution. The constitution give power to collect income tax from the person. Then point number 2, it is levied by the central government. Income tax is levied by the central government. Income tax is charged by the central government in all the incomes other than the agricultural income. Agricultural income is exempted from tax. But all the incomes are liable to pay the tax. The central government has the power to collect tax from all the incomes other than agricultural income. But according to the entry number 46 of the state list of our constitution, the state government has the power to charge income tax in the agricultural income also. Central government is not charge any tax to the agricultural income, but the state government has the power to charge income for the agricultural income. 2 points completed. It is levied as per the constitution. Then point number 2, it is levied by the central government. Central government has the power to collect tax from all the incomes other than agricultural income. But according to entry number 46 of the state list of our constitution, state government has the power to charge income tax in the agricultural income also. Then point number 3, income tax is a direct tax. Already we studied income tax is the direct tax. The person who pay the income is directly pay the tax to the central government. So it is a direct tax. Income tax is a direct tax. The person earning income is liable to pay out of his own pocket and cannot pass the burden of tax to another person. So, income tax is a direct tax. Income tax is a direct tax. The person, we already studied, the person earned income is liable to pay. The person who earned income is liable to pay tax. He pay the tax on his own pocket. The burden is not transferred to others. Is not transferred to others. So only the person who earned income or directly pay the tax. Once again I explain, direct tax. Income tax is a direct tax. The person who earned income is liable to pay tax. He pay the tax from his own resources, from his own pocket. The income tax burden is not transferred to other person. That is point number 3. Then point number 4, it is an annual tax. Income tax is the annual tax. Income tax is an annual tax. Income tax is an annual tax because it is an income for the particular year is chargeable under tax. It is an annual tax. Yearly once we have to pay the tax. Yearly once the tax is paid. So the income earned for the particular year, is chargeable under income. Once again, point number 1, it is levied as per the constitution. Point number 2, it is levied by the central government. That point number 2, it is point number 3, it is a direct tax. Point number 4, it is an annual tax. Yearly once the income tax is collected. The income earned for the particular year is chargeable under the Income Tax Act. Then point number 5, it is a tax on person. Already we studied this point. If it is a tax on income earned by a person, the term person has been defined in the income tax also. The term person, very very important word, person. The income tax is a direct tax. Income tax is a tax of an income earned by a person. Income earned by a person is liable to pay tax. The income earned by a person is liable to pay tax. Who is a person? The term person is explained in the Income Tax Act. Income Tax Act explains the term person. The person who earned income is liable to pay tax. Income Tax Act explains the term person. So the person may be an individual. The person may be a Hindu undivided family. The person includes individual, Hindu undivided family, partnership firms, joint stock companies, association of person, etc. The term person, the person who earned income is liable to pay tax. The Income Tax Act explains about the term person. According to Income Tax Act of 1961, the Income Tax Act explains about the term person. The person includes individual, Hindu undivided family, partnership firm, joint stock company, and association of person. Then point number 6, tax on income. Point number 6, tax on income. Income tax is levied, already we studied income tax is levied as per the income. The income is classified into 5 categories. Income under the head salaries, income under the head house property, income under the head business or profession, business or profession. Then point number 4, income under the head capital gain. Then one more source of income is other sources. Then tax on income. Income tax is levied the income earned by the person. The income is categorized in under 5 categories. Point number 1, income under the head salary, income under the head's house property, income under the head's business or profession, income under the head capital gain, income under the head other sources. So, an individual or a person can earn income under 5 categories. Income under the head salary, income under the head house property, income under the head business or profession, income under the head capital gain, and other sources. These are all the 5 sources in which a person earned income. These 5 categories of incomes are liable to pay tax. Then point number 8, income on the previous year is assessed in the assessment year. So we study the 2 terms, previous year, assessment year, financial year. Income of previous year. Income of previous year is assessable in the assessment year. Income of previous year is assessable in the assessment year. Income earned for the particular financial year, income earned for the financial year is assessed on the basis of previous year. Income earned for a particular financial year is assessed on the basis of previous year. So here we know what is the meaning of previous year. Previous year means the year of income earned. The year of income earned. The year of income earned in a particular year. Income earned on a particular year is called as a previous year. The previous year income is paid in the assessment year. What is in a previous year? The year of income earned on a particular year is called as a previous year. The previous year income is given. The previous year income tax is paid in the assessment year. So immediately preceding the financial year is called as the previous year. Immediately preceding the financial year is called as previous year. Previous year means the year of income earned in a particular year is called as the previous year. The previous year is paid in the assessment year. Assessment year is the immediately preceding the previous year. The previous year income is paid in the particular financial year. Very, very important point. Income of the previous year is assessable in the assessment year. The assessment year and financial year are more or less same. The income earned for the particular year is called as the previous year. The previous year tax is paid in the assessment year. The assessment year is also considered as a financial year. Then point number 8. Charged on prescribed rate. Point number 8. Income tax is charged on prescribed rate. Then income tax is charged on prescribed rate. Then the rate of tax the rate of tax differ from person to person and also differ from income to income. Income tax is charged at a prescribed rate. The rate of tax is differ from person to person and also income to income. The rate of tax rate is differ. It differ from person to person. If an individual is earning certain income, the tax rate is low. The same income is earned by the joint stock company, the income rate is high. Likewise, it depends upon the income also. For example, the capital gain tax is 20%. The capital gain means long-term capital gain tax is 20%. But the short-term capital gain tax is 15%. But the tax under winning lottery is 30% rate. So the tax rate is differ from income to income. Likewise, the tax rate is differ from person to person also. This is given in point number 8. Then we have 2 more points. Dear students, you study at least 5 points to write in the examination. If you study 10 points, you are able to write at least 5 points. So try to study 10 points. Then point number 9, it is the income tax is administered by the central government. The administration of the income tax is in the hands of central government. The central government is administering the income tax. Central government, that is, central government has many departments. The Ministry of Finance is administering the income tax. Then, with the help of income tax department, the income tax is administered by the central government. Then, the central government is also appoint one. The central government is admitting one central board on formed. Central government is also formed Central Board of Direct Taxes is constituted by Government of India. The income tax are under the control of the central government. All the administrations are done by the central government. The central government, that is Ministry of Finance, is administering the income tax. It has opened many income tax departments throughout the state. Central Board of Direct Taxes are also constituted by central government. One more point, the tax is applicability. The income tax is applicable throughout India. Applicability. The income tax is applicable throughout India. Including Jammu and Kashmir. Some acts are previously, before the amending the articles before abolishing Article 370, some privileges are given in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, but income tax did not give any privilege to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So the income tax is applicable throughout India, including Jammu and Kashmir. Dear students, I just explain one more time, what are the features of income tax. We have 10 points. You write the heading and write the explanation. It is levied as per the constitution. Income tax is levied as per the constitution. Entry number 82, list number 1, 7th schedule, article 246 is constituted in the Indian constitution. It is levied by the central government. Income tax is charged by the central government on all income other than agricultural income. But state government has the power to charge income tax on the agricultural income according to the state list entry 46 of our constitution. Then direct tax. Income tax is a direct tax. The person earning income is able to pay income out of his own pocket. The burden cannot be transferred to another person. The annual tax. Income tax is an annual tax because it is the income of a particular year which is chargeable to tax. Tax on a person. It is a tax on the income earned by a person. Here the person includes artificial person also. The person is defined in the Income Tax Act itself. A person includes individual, Hindu undivided family, partnership firm, joint stock company, local authority, association of person. All these categories, all the above mentioned category of persons are called as an assessee. Then tax on income. Income is a tax on income. Income can be calculated under 5 headings. Income under the head salary, income under the head house property, income from business, income from capital gain and other sources. Then income of the previous year is accessible to the assessment year. Income earned during a particular financial year is assessed to tax immediately following the financial year. So previous year is the year of earning income is called as a previous year. The charge at prescribed rate. Income tax is charged at prescribed rate. The rate of income differs from person to person and income to income. So, example, capital gain income, capital gain tax is 20%. Short-term capital gain 15%. Winning lottery, the 30% is charged as tax. It is administered by the central government. The income tax is administered by the central government, that is Ministry of Finance. With the help of Income Tax Department, they collect tax, administered tax. Central Board of Direct Taxes is constituted by central government. Then applicability. Income tax is applicable throughout India, including the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So dear students, study this question today itself. God bless you.